Hello everyone and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. In the last episode, we attended a funeral. Someone snuck into our house. That's a thing. And then Croven and I hung out. Alright. We are in the process of having breakfast right now. Croven took his usual chair in the kitchen as I set out plates for us. Do you want milk or water? Milk, of course. What kind of stupid do you take me for? Croven seemed preoccupied with his phone, but I was in too nice of a mood to care about that. I gave us both milk glasses and put some chocolate syrup on the table just in case. 'Cause, you know, you can never have too much. Facts. Croven, are you doing anything today? Huh? Why? I had a lot of fun yesterday. I don't know. I thought maybe we could do something again today. If you wanted to. Oh, you want to? I hadn't really been planning on it. Oh, I mean, it's okay if you're busy and all. Well, I mean, there's some things I have to take care of first. But will you be free later tonight? Huh? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't really hang out with anyone besides you anyways. Alright, cause the gang and I were thinking of heading to this club tonight. The gang? You know, me and my buds. Oh, I've heard you talk about them, but I've never met them before. See? Perfect then. You can come to the club with us, meet them. We can let loose over a few drinks. It's all good. I don't drink, but I didn't terribly mind going to a club with Croven. I'd never really been to a club before, and even though I'm sure I'm not really the kind of crowd they expect to see there, I was always curious to see what one was like. So, I looked forward to it. Is Croven like the killer? I tried to keep myself busy throughout the day. I cleaned the cabin a bit, and as it had been getting a bit out of shape, and tried to start a grocery list since I was sure we'd have to go on a run soon. Despite how I thought I might feel, I was excited, actually. I had never met these friends of Croven, but I know that he's known them for a while, at least since he's been living closer to Blackwood, but maybe even earlier. There's been times where Croven would rush out of the house during dinner just to go meet them. At least, I always assumed it was them. He's always hanging out with them as far as I know, despite how much time he seems to spend with them. I've never met them, or have ever even seen them. I've never met them, or have even seen what they look like before. Oh my god. I always hear good things about them from him, though. So at the very least, I trust that they're nice people. I hope they like me. I kept up with Croven throughout the day. I had to ride the bus into town without him this time, but that was okay. The hard part was following his directions. This club seemed like an awful lot of work to get to, but I was eventually able to find it after I realized it was sunken into the sidewalk. There was a staircase leading down into the entryway, and I heard Croven yell. Ah, there she is! As I cascaded down the stairs and finally met the people I'd heard so much about. Oh, hi. Here she is. Gal of the hour. Hello. Hi. Was all I could mutter out. They appeared more rough than I was expecting. I mean, I knew that was the kind of look and crowd Croven liked to hang around, but maybe I wasn't ready to meet them as I thought. Alright, check them out. Fellas, this is Mary. Mary, these are the fellas. My dude over here is Theodore. The other gal over here is Zapara. Yo. Aw, she's kind of cute, Croven. In a scary kind of way. Yeah. Creepy cute, as they say. I like her eyes. They're just screaming like, hey, looky, I got a demon inside me. I like her horns too. They really sells the look. Croven's friends. I wasn't sure how to feel about their compliments, or how they were looking at me. It felt as if they were eyeing me down, and they stood off mostly to Croven's other side. I wish they stopped looking at me like that. I wasn't really sure what to say. Alright, what are we waiting for then? Let's get in there. I peered around Kroven and his pals. There was a bouncer in front of the door. He seemed like a giant compared to us. I could also see that he was kind of glaring at us. I whispered over to Kroven, Is that guy going to let us in? Huh? Oh no, definitely not. It's cool though. I'm gonna be a distraction. Then you guys run in and I'll find my own way in. Huh? We've done this plenty of times before, so don't worry about it. I promise it's gonna be okay. If you say so. I mean, you seem to know your way around this better than I do. Atta girl! It's easy. You don't even have to do anything, except go with the flow. Oh boy, he's gonna get us in so much trouble. I watched as Kroven walked right up to the bouncer and promptly kicked his... Oh dear. Kroven then zipped right past us, the bouncer charging down his path, missing the rest of us by a hair. Before I could even call out to him, I felt a tug on my arm as Theodore and Zapara pulled me to the door. Come on, dumbass! That's our opening! And I was brought inside without any more protest. I forgot how loud clubs are supposed to be. Oh, she's so uncomfortable. I mean, I had never been in one before, and I had expected them to be loud, of course, but I didn't like the way the music felt as it pumped through my ears. It made my bones shake. It was pretty dark, but there were also plenty of colorful strobing lights around. There was a large dance floor and a DJ booth and a bar off to the side, and plenty of people were up and dancing. We had only been in here a few minutes, but I could already feel how humid the atmosphere was, and there was no doubt it would only start to feel more apparent as the night went on. I looked around us. Kroven wasn't anywhere, and I was stuck here with his friends. They were talking to each other, but I couldn't hear any of what they were saying over the booming music. They seemed to hear each other just fine, though. Eventually, they started walking somewhere. I trailed close behind them, not wanting to lose them in the crowd of people. They sat down at a table, and I awkwardly squeezed in next to them. To my surprise, Theodore took out a cigarette and a lighter. I wasn't sure if he was allowed to smoke in here, but I felt too intimidated to question it, especially to someone I didn't know. I was also starting to worry about Kroven. He still wasn't here yet. I considered taking out my phone and calling him just to be safe, but before I knew it, he was heading to our table. He even had a drink in hand. I was astonished as he sat down next to us, as if nothing happened. Geez, can you believe these assholes? Oh, I can believe it, especially when it comes to you. Hey, shut up! I don't understand why it's always gotta be like this. I'm giving them money after all. Shouldn't that be enough for them? How'd you get back here anyways? Nah, don't worry about it, Mars. I got it all under control. Do you? Do you really? Ha! He says that. I say it 'cause it's true. Whoa, that's some strong language. So, what were you talking about over here? Nothing. We were just waiting for you to show up. Aw, waiting on little old me. That's so sweet. So sweet, I could puke. Oh, again? Shut up! Kroven and his friends laughed amongst each other. Anyone could see how close they were just with a quick glance. Whoa! Words? They seemed to make him happy, happier than I'd seen him in a while. I liked seeing Kroven interacting with them and seeing how well they got along, but that just made me feel like even more of an outsider sitting amongst them all. So Mary, was it? Theodore took a long drag of his cigarette and then blew it right in my face. Ew. I tried to keep a polite demeanor as he did so. What do you do? Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. It's an easy question, ain't it? What do you do? What do I do? What's your job, sweetheart? Oh, I haven't decided. I'm just taking it easy right now, kind of. I want to see what I really want to do first before jumping into things. Luckily, I've been able to stay with Kroven while I sort things out. He's been very generous, letting me stay. Oh, Kroven's letting you have it easy, huh? You mooch off him, then? You're playing, things smart if you are. What's he bought for you, huh? Huh? If it's a jacuzzi, can I try it? Knock it off! Oh no, it's not like that. Unless it is? Does Kroven think I'm mooching off of him? You would say that, huh? I'm not following. Don't worry about it. Sap's just an idiot. Yeah, says you. Point proven. Anyways, so Mary, where'd you get those eyes, huh? Oh, my parents gave them to me? Aw, geez, must have been a disappointing present. If my mama gave me eyes like a dead fish, I'd have been bawling. I hope they kept the receipt. She's just joshing you. Don't take it too seriously. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of fun. I think Mary is too nice of a name for her, though. Nice? Nice like soft. It's too soft. Like a pansy. If she's gonna be hanging with us, she needs a cool name. Should we call her Mars too, then? Buzz off, only I'm allowed to call her that. Ho ho ho, I know. We can call her Scary Mary. Scary Mary? Well, hold on now. It's pretty fitting, I think. You think I'm scary? Oh, definitely. Like, I'm scared when I go to sleep tonight. You'll be standing at the foot of my mattress. And you'll say something like, only a week remains. I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. You can? She ever do that to you, Kroven? Nah, I'm just joking. Mary's too soft. She's like a marshmallow. Well, you know what we do with marshmallows, right? I felt weird. Everything just felt like too much. Like there wasn't enough room for everything that was happening. The lights, the music, the people, Kroven's friends. It was all a bit too much for me. I need to... Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, that's it. She's like Bloody Mary, sneaking into the bathroom to take her next victim through the mirror. Be easy on them, won't ya? The lights in the bathroom ain't that good, so you'll scare the shit out of someone looking like that. Yikes. I got up from the table and squirmed my way out the crowd looking for the ladies' room. I'd begun to regret coming here, even if it weren't for the way his friends were talking. I wasn't a fan of this atmosphere. It was all so loud and so bright. I never liked this kind of stuff. Why did I come again? I went into the bathroom, and only there did I realize how sweaty I was. It felt gross. I went over to one of the sinks and rinsed my hands and face with some cold water. Kroven never told me his friends were like that. When he used to describe them to me, they always seemed so much nicer through his words. Although should I have expected any different? I always knew these were the kind of people Kroven liked to hang out with. I don't know why. Kroven's such a nice person. Even if he hasn't been the nicest lately. Still, Kroven being moody, it'll pass. He'll start feeling better eventually, and he'll go back to treating me how he did before, right? But these people, I just met them, and yet the way they talked to me, Kroven didn't even seem to mind it that much. Maybe I was the problem then. I probably shouldn't have taken things so seriously. Before I could have my thoughts to myself much longer, though, someone opened the door to the stalls behind me. I hadn't even noticed someone was there. It's a good thing I wasn't thinking out loud. She approached the sink to wash her hands, and I realized it was... Twyla? Oh, hey. Didn't expect to see you here. Doesn't really seem like your type of event. No offense. I could say the same about you. What are you doing here? I come here a lot, actually. Really? I wouldn't have expected that from you. Well, it's not a lot. I just meet up with some friends here every once in a while. It's where they like to be. How about you? Kroven wouldn't like it if I found out I was talking to Twyla right now. But I don't know how Twyla feels about him, so it might not be the best to bring him up to her. I was just invited by a friend. I'd never been to one of these places, so I thought it could be nice. But it's really loud out there, and my friend brought some of his other friends, and they're what? I don't know. Just obnoxious, maybe? I don't know. It feels mean to say, but they feel kind of mean to me. Mean how? I don't know, like comparing me to Bloody Mary and stuff? Gross. That sucks. That's why I'm in here, actually. I don't really think I want to go back out again. I can do you a favor if you'd like. Oh? My friends and I. We actually sit in the VIP area. It's a lot more chill over there, for lack of a better word. Wait, you're actually inviting me? We haven't even known each other that long. And VIP rooms are expensive too, aren't they? It's fine. We're going to be working together, right? So, we should help each other. Besides, I have a feeling you're not really going to come back to this place after tonight, so I don't think anyone will be bothered by you just being here one time. What should I do? Twyla's offer does sound appealing, but Kroven invited me here. Can I really just leave him alone? I know he's with friends, but still. What if he starts wondering about me? And if he finds out that I'm hanging out around Twyla, he might get upset with me again. Very true. Our relationship was starting to get better. I don't want him to get mad at me again. What should I do? Refuse. That's very nice of you to offer, but I'm sorry. I wouldn't feel right about abandoning the people who invited me here, even if they have been a little nasty. Suit yourself, then. Yikes. Twyla then left out the bathroom without another word. I followed shortly after. I didn't see her after exiting the bathroom again. It almost seemed like there were more people than when I had entered. It caught me a bit off guard, but I tried to keep my composure as I made my way back to our table. Even though I didn't really feel like going back, it was the right thing to do. I was invited here after all. Besides, if I went off with Twyla, Kroven might get worried about me, because he still cares. Yeah, he's gotta. I returned to the table and Kroven clumsily got up to let me slide back into my seat. He looked intoxicated already. Hey, sorry. Did I miss anything? Nothing much except Kroven downing two of the, what? Two of the drinks he's already been drinking. Oh, really? I'm waiting for him to throw up. We're betting on how much he can get to. I don't think he's gonna make it to double digits. Oh, is he okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I keep an eye on him. Yeah, I try to. Everyone's eyes are always on Kroven already. Mary, Mars. Mars. Yes? I was just telling them about the thing you do. But, like, you know it better than me, so, yeah, tell us. Yeah. Something about the graveyard, right? Well, we like that place too, so... Oh, boy. Oh, do you? I don't recall having ever seen you there before, but... well, I leave flowers on lonely graves. I like to spend a lot of time there, so I'm quite familiar with the layout. I like to leave flowers out on the lonely grave sometimes, and I also, on occasion, I sneak into a funeral or two. Oh, now. That's something I didn't expect out of a supposed goody two-shoes. Talk about a party crasher. Tell them the nickname they call you. Oh, some folks have started calling me, Cemetery Mary. Because I'm, like, always there. And Mary is my name. Oh, that's you? I heard that name before. I just didn't expect Cemetery Mary to be all punny and polite. Oh? Yeah, I thought it was like some kind of urban legend, you know? We thought it was a ghost in the cemetery. Like, beware of the dreaded Cemetery Mary. She creeps among the graves of her victims. You could be next. Oh, no, I'd never. Now that I'm thinking about it, Cemetery Mary. I like it. Sounds like a band name. Mind if I use it? Oh, you're in a band? Nah. The only person I'd have to start a band with are these two. And the only thing they know how to play is with my temper. I like that line. Don't say that, man. Yeah, you love us. Love is a strong word. Don't be rude. Sephora hits Theodora with the ends of her sleeves. He laughed. Kroven laughed. I laughed too. I found it a lot easier to join in their conversation, at least easier than it was before. I was kind of glad I had decided to return to the table. I was still a bit uneasy, of course. I did just meet them after all, and they were all way closer with each other than to me. But I felt like maybe after a lot of time, they could grow to be some of my friends too. I would really like that. I just wish they didn't say that stuff before. That's all. As the night went on, Croven had downed quite a few drinks. He was hopelessly drunk, flopped over the table, and only able to giggle to himself. He never used to be this bad when it came to drinking. I picked him up off the table and told his friends I ought to get him home. They didn't protest in the slightest. I wished them a good night, slumped Croven over my shoulder, and headed to the exit. I wasn't sure how I was going to get Croven out without the bouncer noticing, but to my surprise, when I opened the door, no one was out there. I was confused, but I also didn't want to pass up the opportunity. I hurried along as fast as I could, with with Crow on top of me and all. We then waited together at the bus stop for the next bus to come, so that we could get home. It was hard for me to tell if Croven had passed out or not while we were waiting, but he got up when the bus arrived. I still carried him, though, just in case he tripped over himself, and we got on the bus together. The bus ride was long and tiring. Croven leaning over me, his breath reeking of overpriced alcohol. It was even harder getting off the bus. I still carried him because I know he needed me. Mary. Yes? Are you okay? Mary, he hiccuped. I never liked seeing him like this, but at least I knew that when he was with me, he was safe. Yes, Croven? I love you. I love you too. And I really do. I've always loved Croven. He was like family. And the first friend I have ever made. Wait, aren't they cousins? The only friend I've ever made. Hearing him say he loved me was something he seldom did as the years passed. So hearing him say it right now, well, I wish I could say it made me feel very happy. It did make me feel a little happy, but I wish it was something I could hear him say when he was sober too. I carried Croven back up to his room and laid him on top of his bed. I think he passed out the minute his head hit the pillow. I kissed his forehead goodnight and headed to my own room. I wish I could have slept as easily as he did, but I had more to take care of first. Are you there? I have a question for you. Yes? What do you do all day? I can't answer that. Why not? You definitely don't just sit at the phone all day. Well, of course I don't. Then, what do you do? I can't tell you. Is it because you're scared? Don't be silly. Of course I'm scared. Really? I have every reason to be. Maybe even more reasons than you do. If you can believe that. You still haven't answered me, though. What is it that you do? I look out for you. Good night, Mary. So he's a stalker, then? What if it's Croven? It's been a few days since that night. When Croven got up the morning after it, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there was no way I was letting him out of when he seemed so sick. I reminded him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care, though. Twyla has been texting me, too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always seems to get in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. I feel bad, though. She texts me updates a lot of things she's wondering about, weapons, methods, potential victims. But I oftentimes don't know what to say in return, or ever really have anything to show her. I've been wondering if I should start investigating on my own as to not let her down, but she seems so confident in what she's doing, I wouldn't even know where to start. And I don't know how I would start anyways. So for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyways. But even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. I'm going to leave this episode here. I feel like the next episode is going to be kind of cozy, but something bad's going to happen. I don't know. I just kind of have that feeling. So I'm going to leave it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!